Okay.
I got confused because I got 2x squared subtract x subtract 1, and then I kind of got confused after that.
Okay, sure.
Back to it, I don't know.
All right, so you tried the elimination method then?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that again then. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to rewrite it out. So for A, I have minus y equals 2x squared minus 3x minus 4. And I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to end up with 2x plus 3. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, I got there.
You got there? Okay, so now we're going to add them all together.
Yeah.
So that's what we end up with right there, right? 2x squared minus x minus 1?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
And then,
all right, so I will do the shortened method of this, and then it's up to you to, it's up to you right now if you want me to do the longer version. But I go like this. I have two sets of brackets, right? The only factors of 2x are that, 2x and x.
oh, okay.
And then 1 and 1 are the only two factors of 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I need a negative 1. I need a negative 1, so that makes that negative and that positive right there.
Oh, okay. I was just getting confused with the 2x. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, so the other option, Morgan, is to take the 2x times the negative 1. So that's your product, right? So you'd have negative 2.
Yeah.
Your sum has to be negative 1, and your factors, and then you do that whole greatest common factor a couple times to break it down to that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the other option, but basically when there's only two factors for it, it's simple to just do it this way. Okay, so then I would end up with x equals negative 1/2 and 1.
Okay, thank you. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, does anybody else have any other questions this morning?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Page 352, 2A, please.
2A? What are you using for your method?
Well, I was using the elimination, but it doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer.
Well, no, let's keep it with whatever you're trying to see if you can find out where your error was. Okay?
Okay.
So I've got A. So if I'm using elimination, okay, so this one's going to get a little bit different. All right, so minus y equals 4x squared plus 2x minus 5. So I moved everything right. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay, so now here's the catch that's going to happen. I'm going to leave the 4y. I'm going to move the 4y to the other side. So that leaves me at 3x squared minus 46x minus 37. Okay, so I added 4y on the second one to the right. You follow so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm using the elimination method, Austin, I need to cancel out the y's. So right now I have a plus 4y here and a negative y there, right? So I need to make them that they have the additive inverse of the coefficients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times everything in A by 4. Okay? And then I'm going to rewrite it. So negative 4y, excuse me. Thank you. 16x squared plus 8x minus 20. Okay? So I multiplied the first thing here, everything by 4. Okay, so far?
Yeah.
Now when I add them, that's how I get to 0 here.
Okay.
Okay? Now the numbers look yucky. 19x squared minus 38x. Maybe not. Minus 57. That'll be fine. You'll divide everything by 19 and you'll get, and you'll end up with a much smaller factorable equation. So when you're using elimination method, minus 3, that type of thing. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Brooke, did you have one as well?
It wasn't a question in the book. It's just a question about substitution and elimination. Which method do you think you have less error in? Like you're more likely not to have an error in?
Yeah, no, I get the question. If you're working with a line, like if you have a linear equation, I would probably almost always do substitution. And if I'm working with two quadratic equations, I would use elimination.
Yeah.
I think that would be your best bet. I mean, you see how easy I did this. I took this guy, multiplied everything by 4, and then instantly it canceled. Now I'm already into factoring. So it took one step to do that. So that's probably the easiest way to do that question. So that'd be my advice for you, for sure.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Wait, of course. Any other questions this morning from that section? Okay. If there's nothing else this morning, again, I usually leave you on here, but if you are wanting to get away and just do your own thing, you can. If you want to stay on here, it's up to you. What do you guys want to do? I can leave it open. I can shut it off, and you can do whatever.
I just have a question.
Go ahead, Paige.
Were we gonna go through that assignment, the last one we did?
The last one. Oh, I need to mark it first, Paige. And once it's marked, I'm hoping maybe by tomorrow, okay? That I'll get a chance to go through it. But I do want to mark that. Maybe this morning I will try and get it done, okay? And then once it's done, then I will go through it with you for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
So, will we have class on Tuesday and Thursday, or like do we still come on here, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'll be on here, Morgan. I will check in. I will check in Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Question, yeah.
Yes.
Just check then, yeah. Okay.
So I'll keep the teaching to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I mean, even then, I'm trying not to overload you guys because we are in a good pace. We are ahead of the game. I'm just trying to go at a decent pace. So I'm trying to slow it up a bit. Because we do have to go into we're going to have to go into June somewhat. So I want, the last 2 weeks, I would like to just make sure that we've gone through everything. And if you had maybe give mini assignments on each of the chapters so that you've got a chance to fix up anything that you had problems with. Okay? So to answer your question, I will be on here every day. I guess I haven't missed a day yet, so if I was going to, I'd put it on Edmodo, but I'll be on here every day. And if you have questions or you want to see things, come on. If you want to just watch them on YouTube after, if somebody asks a question, that's okay. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday may be new information. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. Then we're done for today.